guys, welcome back to the channel. Alright, you guys, it is officially Saturday Night Main Event and Evolution 2 week, and I will drop my predictions for those at the end of this week. But I wanted to start off by talking about people that I would like to see at Evolution 2. Now, we already know that Trish is going to make an appearance. Nikki Bella is on the poster, so I'm assuming she's obviously going to be there as well. But here are a few other stars that I would like to see at Evolution 2. And some of these may just be a promo or an appearance in the audience, but others I would like to see in the ring. So let's get into it. Obviously, we already talked about Nikki Bella. We saw she is on the poster, so more than likely, Nikki Bella is going to have some kind of involvement in Evolution 2. And with that being said, we know that she was going to feud with Liv Morgan originally, so I think now that they pivot and she feuds with either Roxanne or Raquel, that makes the most sense. But I would like to see the other Bella come back as well. Brie Bella. I would love to see Brie Bella back in the WWE ring. Maybe she can tag team with her sister again and they can go after Raquel and Roxanne for the tag titles. But I definitely think Brie Bella should be part of Evolution 2. They were both in the iconic, prime of the women's division really taking fire, and I think that both of them deserve to be back for this particular event. So I would love to see Brie Bella. Another person that I would love to see, of course, is Lita. Lita is another iconic staple for the women's division. When you think of that kind of rough, tough, a women's wrestler who wasn't necessarily about and I'm gonna say this, and I don't mean this offensive, because Lita is a beautiful woman, but she didn't rely on her looks. Like, she was kind of that rough, tough, scrappy women's division, and she stood out because of that. And so I think that Lita is one of the iconic people with making the women's division not necessarily all about looks. That women can be rough and tough and scrappy. They can get in the ring with the men. So I definitely would like to see Lita in the Evolution 2 scene as well. It would be cool to kind of see her back in the ring with Trish and somehow, whether she tag teams with her or whatever that might look like. But we've seen so many iconic Trish and Lita moments that would just be great to see again at Evolution 2, because we need to make this event big, because it is been waited for a very long time, and it needs to be big. Of course, another person that I would love to see is AJ Lee. She is one of my goats. I love and adore AJ Lee, and I get excited every single Royal Rumble, because I'm like, come on, let her music hit. Of course, it never does, but I still hold on to that hope. And with Evolution 2 being all about the women, I am hanging on to hope that maybe we'll see AJ Lee in some form, because I would absolutely love to see her back. And even if it's just for one match, I'll take it, honestly, because I love her, and I think that she was such a fun character to watch back in when she was in wrestling. I think she really kind of shaped and molded a lot of the way the promos are cut now, the matches. I think that she was one of the ones that truly started this diving into every character that you get thrown at. And we all know she had some crazy characters, she had some funny characters, but she was so entertaining. And I think she was one of the key components in shifting the women's division to entertaining and funny, because for a long time, and sometimes they still do, and it aggravates me, but people joked that the women's matches were when they went to the bathroom, which to me is not fair at all, because those women deserve their respect. But I think AJ Lee really started that push of people wanting to watch the women's division more. Another person that should be involved in Evolution 2 is, of course, Natalya. Again, another staple. The list goes on and on and on for what Natalya has done for the women's division and the WWE as a whole. So she definitely deserves some kind of spotlight at Evolution 2. She deserves to have a moment there, because the women's division probably wouldn't be where it was at without the help of Natalya. Again, she definitely was a key component in helping the new talent and helping the roster. And like I said, when we talked about R-Truth and his release, not release, there are some people that just mean a lot to the WWE, whether they're in the ring or in the locker room, and Natalya's one of those people for me. Another person that I would absolutely love to see at Evolution is Mickie James. I feel like we will probably get her in the audience. I feel like she's going to probably be seen ringside because we've seen her before ringside with Nick being a general manager. She's been there quite a few times. And I think that would be good. Another kind of iconic women's wrestler that you think of. And so I think that we need all of these women to come together and support the women's division and the talent that's on the roster now, because the women's division now is at one of the most iconic places that we've seen as far as talent and depth wise. So I definitely would love to see like the old school versus and the old school and the new school come together just to support and build up the women's division. Because let's be honest, you guys, it wasn't too long ago that we were watching Total Divas and we saw the stress of the women who got their matches cut out of WrestleMania or SummerSlam, women who would never main event. And so this this kind of literally evolution um is not that far from when women weren't respected. And so I really think that Evolution 2 to me is just bringing everybody together to support how far we've come, number one, but to support the talent and the depth and the things that these women are doing, because they're doing great things. Honestly, in most cases, the women's matches are more entertaining and I enjoy them a lot more because of the heart and the soul that they put into it. Um, Another person, and I doubt this is gonna happen because she's freshly hurt, but I would love if Liv Morgan could make some kind of appearance. Whether it be like a backstage promo or just like popping up on the sideline, I don't know what it looks like, but Liv Morgan has had such a strong, impactful year that I think she deserves some kind of appearance at this event. And I feel like they really could easily do this if they just have her like pop up backstage or cut a little promo here or there. Like, you don't have to actually be in the ring or be beside the ring. So hopefully maybe they can work something out to where Liv can have that moment, because I think out of anybody on the roster, she definitely deserves it with just the amount of work that she's put in this last year of wrestling. But overall, I think we're gonna get a lot of surprises at Evolution 2. There's not a whole lot on the card right now. There's not a whole lot built up, so I think that we're gonna be in for several surprises. And hopefully they're all good surprises. Hopefully it does the women's division justice and it is a good PLE, because that's what they deserve. And hopefully we can get this in the future again and it doesn't take 300 years again. Hopefully this can become a regular thing, because I definitely think with the talent that we have on the roster and in the division that we could do this every single year. Like, it could be a running PLE every year, because the women are constantly improving, constantly performing, and they deserve this moment. So I'm giving all the women on the roster and all the past women flowers, and I am ready for this event. I'm ready to see what it holds, and I'm ready to spotlight these fabulous ladies and give them the respect that they deserve. Let me know who you would like to see at Evolution 2, and we will talk about my predictions later this week. But until then, please subscribe to the channel, follow me on all social medias, and I'll see you guys in the next video.